But I just came across your video one night. It was your second update on your knee replacement. And I was like, oh, I need to watch this.
Yeah.
And I just connected with what you were going through. And I'm about 6 weeks behind you.
Okay.
I had my surgery in March. And I was like, oh, someone who understands.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I get it.
Yeah.
Let's talk knees, titanium knees. From hurting to healing to taking the lead. Let's talk knees.
So tell us about yourself. Tell us how you got to needing a knee replacement. What led up to that?
Well, I used to hike all the time, hike and walk. That was my form of exercise. And I was really enjoy hiking. And then it got to where my whole leg would hurt. I didn't really think knee. I just thought it was my whole leg, and my feet would hurt. So I tried different shoes, and I always put off going to the doctor because of the doctor. And finally, I couldn't take it anymore. So through my insurance, I had to see my primary first before you get to go to an orthopedic surgeon. So I called and got into the physician's assistant. And she's like, oh, it's your varicose veins. And I'm like, I don't know. And she goes, we got to check for blood clots. So they checked for blood clots, no blood clots. And when they did that procedure for the blood clots, 2 hours later literally could not walk.
Oh.
At work, fortunately, we had a golf cart where I used to work, and they had carted me over to my car so I could get home.
Goodness.
A procedure to check for blood clots.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an ultrasound, but they pressed really hard.
Oh.
I don't know. So no blood clots. She did an X-ray. She goes, "There's nothing wrong with your varicose veins." I'm like, oh, okay. So I try. So she said, wear compression socks.
But
okay.
Pardon me, was she the orthopedist?
No,
physician,
she was
just a family doctor, physician's assistant.
Family doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. So I tried new shoes and the compression socks, and it helped a little, but I still really couldn't hike or walk for a long distance, and started feeling a little better. And then we went on a trip to Savannah, Georgia, and we take a shuttle down to LAX. And we got on the shuttle, and we weren't 30 miles out of town. I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I can't sit in the van. So my husband switched, and I got my leg out, and then flying all the way back there. And I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. So by the fourth day, I said, I have to go to urgent care. I got to get something for the pain. I can't take this. I couldn't walk. So they said it's blood. We got to check for blood clots. I said, I don't have blood clots.
I was already checked.
They go, well, we can't do anything for you. You have to go to the hospital and check for blood clots. I'm like, forget it. I'll just suffer. And I did. Finished the trip, came home, went back to the physician's assistant, and she goes, did you wear your compression hose? And I'm like, no. And she yelled at me, that's your problem. And I'm like,
wow.
Okay. And so she goes, you wear those compression hoses. And I'm like, okay. And it just wasn't working. I wasn't getting better. Finally, I called and I said, I need to see the doctor. I'm done with her.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at my knee and he's like, oh, you have a lot of fluid on your knee. We need to get you an MRI. And I'm like, oh, okay. So did an MRI. Got I had a torn meniscus. So I went to the orthopedic surgeon who did my rotator cuff surgery 7 years ago. And I really liked him and had a good, as good as you can with that surgery experience with that.
Yeah.
And he just kept harping on me about my weight. It's like, okay, I know I'm overweight, but I can't really exercise because I can't do anything with my leg.
Sure.
It's enough to get through the day, going to work and stuff. So he gave me a cortisone shot, and that lasted like a week.
Wow.
And I got a terrible headache from the cortisone shot.
Uh-oh.
But I went back in. He goes, well, we can repair your meniscus. He goes, but you have arthritis in there. And there's nothing I can do for your arthritis. He said, but the meniscus repair will help a little bit. So I had that last August.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't any better.
Oh no.
A week after surgery, I was like, this isn't helping.
Wow.
He goes, well, the only thing you can do is lose weight. So we were going to go to Greece in November because our son was living there. And he gave me a cortisone shot to get through the trip. And that did help. I was able to walk through Greece and stuff. And then I came back and I had a follow-up appointment with him in January. And I said, I can't take this anymore. The shots aren't working. The surgery didn't work. He goes, well, you probably need knee replacement. But until you lose weight, that's really not going to help. Like, if you tell me one more time I can lose weight. Yeah. So he said, I don't do knee replacements. Okay. So he sent me to another doctor in the office who was wonderful.
Oh, good.
Yay.
And he said, oh, you have bone on bone, which the other doctor never told me that. He just said you have arthritis, which I didn't know with that.
Mhm.
And I Googled a little, and I saw that a torn meniscus can lead to arthritis if you don't take care of it, which is what happened because I'd had it for so long before they figured out what it was. So they said, he recommended having the surgery if I wanted to have the quality of life that I was used to. I feel like I couldn't cook anymore. I couldn't bake. I couldn't
Sure.
do the things I like doing.
And he didn't say anything about your weight being a problem?
No.
Because I've heard other people say that, and yet I know of several people who, probably needed to lose weight, but the doctors did the surgery. I don't understand why some doctors say that's a problem and yet some doctors don't. I don't get it.
Yeah. And I think the doctor, my first doctor, I think he has something, because a friend of mine was going to him also, and that he just harped on her weight. And it's like, okay,
He
we
just
who
has
are
issues.
overweight, yeah, we know. We don't need you to keep
Right.
reminding us.
Yeah.
So I knew nothing about knee replacement. Nothing. The doctor gave me he wrote up a thing about his procedures and what he does and what to do after care and stuff. So he gave me that. I scheduled the surgery. And my son said, well, why don't you see if Facebook has anything about knee replacement? So I joined a group. And that was a little scary because it was either they were hiking 2 days later or they had infections. And I was like, I don't know. Oh, and then my surgeon, before the surgery, a local physical therapist here holds a class on how knee replacement goes, the therapy afterwards and stuff. It's not who I'm doing physical therapy through, but that was helpful. And they had you hold the knee. Like that's going inside me.
Yeah.
Heavy, and I kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I really didn't know the extent of the recovery, because my surgeon was like, "Oh, you'll hate me for 2 weeks, and then you'll be fine."
First 2 weeks is the hardest.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
And the other day in physical therapy, this lady came in. She just had her surgery. The physical therapist was like, "Well, the first 2 weeks are the roughest," and I'm like, "You have to stop telling people that."
Yeah, right. I think physical therapists should have to go through knee replacement therapy or knee replacement surgery before they can do therapy.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you have to do any physical therapy prior to surgery? Did your doctor require that?
No.
No. Interesting.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
And when I had the meniscus repair, he didn't send me to physical therapy afterwards. I have a recumbent bike. He said that's fine in swimming because we have access to a pool. So that was my physical therapy afterwards, after the meniscus repair. So I didn't have any physical therapy.
So how active were you able to be right up till surgery? I mean, could you walk around the block? Could you go shopping? Could you drive?
I could I drove and I would go to the store, but by the time I got home from the store, I would have to ask my husband, "You got to take the groceries out. I can't.
Mm.
I can't."
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, like if I went to Costco, which is a bigger store, I saved a lot of money because I couldn't walk around the store because I had to get what I needed and leave.
Yeah.
It was, and then I'd say a month before surgery, he was doing the shopping, the big shopping.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would walk Ruby, and then I got to the point where I couldn't walk her anymore.
Mm. Yeah.
And
sounds familiar.
Pretty much the same
Yeah.
with you, yeah.
yeah, and so before surgery, I'd seen like suggestions of like making meals and freezing them.
Uh-huh.
So I did that, but it was hard because it was hard for me to stand and
Sure.
cook, and it was rough.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how you did it alone in the pain that you were in.
Oh, well, I had him to help me and encourage me and let me know I was going to make it.
Yeah.
I didn't always believe him. But so did your doctor tell you then, so what kind of approach did he do in the surgery? Did he have a name for it, or is your incision down the side? Is it, is it this
Right down the
long? Is
front.
it this long? So it's right down the center.
Yeah, from above the knee to below the knee.
Okay. And then did you have staples or glue?
Glue.
Glue. Okay. How's your scar look? Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
I mean, as happy as one can be with a scar.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's a big scar.
Yeah. I asked that. I'm just curious because I'm just so interested in how different the surgeons do it. And I don't know if we were on the same group, but I found myself on a Facebook group and it terrified me. And a lot of people would show photos, pictures of their scar, and it looked like a rope going down their leg. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. Or they had did you have glue or stitches?
Glue.
And I'd see some of those with the stitches, and it was like, oh, that looks
real raised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looked horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I don't know which one it was, but it was scary. It was
the
pictures they show, and
I had to quit.
I had to quit because it was getting close to surgery, and it's like I can't freak myself out over what could happen. And
yeah. So how was your first 2 weeks? Since that's the hardest.
Well, it was a lot of crying. And then I got a mouthful of canker sores.
Oh, that's the worst.
And a friend of mine had a friend who was a dental hygienist and had her contact me. And she said, when your body goes through trauma, you can get these sores.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that.
Have you ever had them before?
No.
Oh.
And it was
awful. That's terrible. Awful. I am so sorry because I've had those.
It was horrible. So I was dealing with the knee. I was dealing with the canker sores.
Did you come home same day or did you spend the night in a facility? Same day?
I came home. I really wanted to come home because I was afraid of infection.
Sure.
Because you can get that overnight. But they were having trouble getting my oxygen to regulate. Mm-hmm. So once they got that fine, then I could go home.
Good.
So I didn't get home till like 9:00 at night, but I wanted to be home.
So how was that first day where you're like, oh, this isn't so bad because you still had all the painkillers in you, and then
because at the hospital, you have to get up and go to the bathroom, and then we walked down the hall, then you had to go up and down 3 steps.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, this is nothing. Zipped down the hall, went up the steps, down the steps. Oh, not bad. And I went in with a positive attitude because I was like, oh, on the younger side.
Yeah.
I have a positive attitude.
I'm going to breeze right through this.
I'm excited to have it done, to get back out there hiking. No, that just didn't affect it. So really, it's been a struggle till about 3 weeks ago. My physical therapist started massaging the back of my calf
Mm.
because it was so tight, and I was doing stretches,
Yeah.
and I could hardly walk. It hurt so bad. So between that and then a week ago, I started wearing this brace to straighten my leg, and I finally feel like I'm
Making some progress.
turning that corner that they keep talking about.
Yeah,
That
that
happens
corner.
at week 2 when we party.
Yeah. The infamous corner.
Yeah.
So tell us about this brace.
So let me show you.
Okay. Our camera goes in and
It
out.
goes.
Oh my.
It goes over
It's quite the
your thigh.
contraption.
Yeah, and down and hooks to your ankle. Strap it in, and then you crank this knob, and it straightens your leg.
Does it hurt?
Or you no, and they tell you if it hurts, you back off. You don't want it to
Oh.
hurt,
Okay, good. That's good.
and then you can turn it. You can turn it the other way to help with the bend.
And so do you
if you
have
have
to
trouble
wear
with
it? Do you have to wear it for a certain amount of time every
An
day?
hour, 3 times a day.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
But you're seeing progress. That's good. That's good. That's fantastic. Did anybody tell you that it's more important to get your legs straight than to get it bending? Did anybody
Yes.
ever? Yeah. I wasn't told that, not right away. And
Oh.
so, so I that was interesting to me, but it makes sense.
Yeah, and the physical therapist and the doctor kept saying, well, if you don't straighten, you're going to walk with a limp, which is going to cause hip and back problems.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And I worked so hard on that straightening.
Mm-hmm.
I even got Samantha Smith's. I bought her course on straightening and bending.
The bending and straightening course.
Yeah.
How is
And
it?
that's still, I like it, but it didn't get me to where I needed to be.
Yeah.
But I still do the exercises.
Yeah.
It's not there. But this brace seems to be.
Well, that's good.
Good.
I until you mentioned it, I didn't even know there was such a contraption to help with that. So,
Yeah.
And again, it's one of those things that not everybody does, not everybody uses apparently.
Right. Isn't it funny? I find that how different the doctors are
Yeah.
about this procedure.
Yeah.
You think it would be this, pretty the same, but I mean, compression, no compression.
Yep.
Get up and do physical therapy right away. My doctor, I had in-home physical therapy for 5 visits because he didn't want me to go out to physical therapy till 2 weeks out.
Huh.
And then other doctors in his office, they're having surgery. PT 2 days later.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also different. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
But, here we are because, all we can do is trust our surgeon.
Right.
Right.
So we're.
And I did like him. He did explain things, but not to the, didn't tell me about how painful it would be. So.
Yeah. So how did pain medicine work for you? Did it work for you?
Yeah. Yeah, the oxycodone did work for me.
Good.
But they only let you. I would have liked to take it longer because it helped with physical therapy.
Mm.
But they only let you have it for two weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
See, there's another
There's
difference.
another difference, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
And it's like, and then Tylenol and Advil that doesn't even touch it.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's kind of like
So
a placebo.
Yeah. So I didn't take anything.
Oh wow.
I don't want to take something that's not going to help.
Yeah. Did you ice and elevate though to try to help alleviate things?
Yeah. Yeah. I got the same ice machine you did.
Uh-huh. Did it work for
And
you? Did you like it?
It died. It died.
Yeah.
So I called the company, and they sent me a new one, and it died.
Wow.
And so I said, I'm using ice packs.
Yeah.
So I just ice packs, which works better.
I think so. And you can put them where, I always put one behind my knee and and one on top, and so.
How's your sleep been? Is it, I'm assuming the first week or so was drugged out a little bit, but were you able to get rest after you had this done, or?
Well, when I first got home, I slept on the recliner for a few weeks, and I slept pretty good. But then I was tired of sitting in the same place and sleeping in the same place all day. So I went back to bed. I didn't get any sleep.
Is it improving
And then,
now?
Yeah. Now it's starting to get much better.
Good. How's your pain now?
Much better.
Are you still taking like Tylenol or anything on a regular basis for it? No. Okay.
Aren't you supposed to say on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, on a scale of rate your pain.
Rate your pain on one. Yeah.
What it is for me, I think it's that I feel it, and I don't like that. Like I feel the me, and it's weird.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
Well, I've heard some people say that they feel it like clunking around. Is that what you're feeling, or?
A little bit.
Yeah. Interesting.
Or it's just my mind telling me it's there.
Right, right. See, you sound like me because I don't like the fact that there's something in there. Have you had x-rays since surgery? Have you gone in and they check and make sure everything's good?
I've had 2 and everything looks good.
Yeah, that's good.
But I heard you on one of the other interviews, and you said, when you had your rotator cuff, they don't put anything in there.
Right.
It's like, oh, that's true.
Right.
And then the knee, I didn't even think that.
Yeah. So you don't worry about that, but just knowing there's this artificial thing in there.
Yeah. And always afraid I'm going to hurt it.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, same. Yeah. So do you still have any tightness around it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I look forward to that going away. I'm 6 months. I'm over 6 months now, and it's still tight. So, but we're still early in this very long recovery.
Yeah.
So we'll get there.
Yeah. We should have a reunion, a year reunion.
Right. For sure. For sure.
So it's
what are you doing every day for, for exercise now? I mean, you're still doing PT, but are you doing your own home thing? Do you have a routine every day?
Well, I do my bike, and then I do the exercises from Samantha. Now, I did try to take Ruby in her stroller a couple times, and it hurt so bad when I got home. I'm afraid to go back out, but I think I'm getting to the point where maybe I can try it again.
Yeah.
Going, taking her in her stroller.
Well, we walk. Well, Sydney walks our dogs every day in their stroller.
Yeah.
They put them in the stroller, and she walks around the park. And I occasionally go with her. And was that today when she's like, "Here, you push the stroller for a while," and she said it felt so good to not have the stroller, to be able to move her arms.
It felt good to walk and swing my arms. I felt like a real person walking instead of just holding on to this and like, pushing the stroller.
You couldn't have done that 6 months ago. And she's like, shut up.
So I wanted to get back to walking, just like you want to get back to, hiking and all that kind of stuff. And, and so it was hard at first, but I told myself I've got to just do it every day. And so I've just built up incrementally. So I would certainly, recommend that, you try it. Just go a short distance.
Yeah. And that was my problem. We'll go do a half hour.
Right.
And it was like, by the time I got back.
Yeah. Because it seems so simple to just walk for a half hour, but it's not.
It's not.
So just walk for 10 minutes and then rest. And you might even have to ice, but then you can add to that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cindy's up to, she did 1.5 miles.
I did 1.5 miles the other day, and then
And that wiped her
then
out.
I laid on the couch all day. That was
So
too much.
Oh, wow.
She does 1 mile.
Wow.
So
pretty much
I'm just
every day,
sticking with
so.
1 mile, but I wear a weighted
Oh,
vest.
Oh,
I've been very concerned about bone density because, again, there's this thing in there, and we're told that the bone is supposed to like grow around it and attach to
Yeah.
it. And, you know, you get to a certain age where you have bone loss start to occur.
Right.
And I'm like, and so everything says, you know, weight bearing activities are the best for bone density. And I've heard so much about a weighted vest. So you might think
Oh.
about it. I just got
Yeah.
an 8-pound one on Amazon, but I think it really makes a difference. Dee wears it on his
I wear it
walks.
on my walk. I haven't tried wearing it while I'm at work, but I sit in a chair all day, so
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't do any good.
I know. I thought about wearing it while I ride my bike, but it's a recumbent bike. It's sitting in the living room, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know that.
Oh, I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, definitely check into it. I think it's a good, and I know that weight bearing is very good for us. You know, and you know, everything says that we have to trust this knee. We have to put weight on it. That's what it's for. And that was, you know, I don't know about you with your limping, but for me, a lot of it was this fear. I did not feel confident in it at all, and I have this fear of putting weight on it. Is that
Oh.
something that bothers you?
No.
Good.
And what was funny, when I had my walker, the physical therapist that came to the home, she was like, just tell yourself heel toe to stop so you don't limp.
Mm-hmm.
And I had that down with the walker. But once
The minute
I still
you
have to
take that
tell
away.
myself,
Yeah.
well, when I went in for my 2-week checkup, he's like, "You're still with the walker?" And I'm like,
Don't judge me.
Right?
yeah. And I was like, but I asked the physical therapist, I said, when do I have to give up the walker? He says, whatever you want. I'm
Good.
like, oh, okay.
Good.
So I even had a setback. It was weird. We had a rainy day early on in my recovery, probably 4 weeks in. And I was doing pretty good. And that set me back. The physical therapist said it was the barometric pressure.
Oh, really?
Affected oh my gosh. I went back to week 1.
Really?
Wow.
Oh yeah. It was terrible.
How long did it take for you to come out of that?
It took me a while. It really
Wow.
set me back.
Well, that's not even fair.
Yeah, that's not fair at all.
I know.
I mean, I
I'm
love
like,
a
well-
rainy day.
I know. Like, thank goodness it doesn't rain here much.
Wow.
But it's very gloomy here where we live in the summer.
Yeah.
Like the sun doesn't come out till noon usually.
Well,
It's very depressing.
well, I've lived in Phoenix, Arizona
Phoenix,
most all my
yeah.
life where the sun
Yeah.
shines all the time.
All the
And
time, yeah.
I
All the
love, we both love rain. We love a cloudy day. We just love the drearier,
Yeah.
the better. So,
Well, it's funny. I love gloom, but not the summertime. It's hard
yeah.
for me in the summer because I
Yeah.
grew up where it was sunny all the time.
Uh-huh.
But it means
you like the
summer
sun.
should be
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah.
But I love. Well, we're thinking of moving up to Oregon, so we
Ooh.
like
Cool.
gloom.
We like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, what part?
Roseburg, Eugene.
Okay. We love Oregon. Oh,
Yep.
we love it so much. We might end up there one day.
Well, speaking of gloomy, did you encounter any depression through this? Yeah.
Yes.
That's another depression.
And I really felt bad for my husband because, he stayed home the first few days and then he went back to work. I had my surgery on Wednesday and he went back to work Monday. He did a lot for me. I mean, he did a lot. I felt bad because he'd go to work all day and then before he left, I was crying. Sometimes at night I was crying. Like, I can't take this anymore. And he was very supportive and
Oh,
never
that's
said,
good.
get over it. He was like,
Quit your bawling.
yeah. He was like, you're gonna, And he'd come in, I'd be like, I need to cry. He'd be like, okay. And I'd cry, and then he'd, tell me, it's going to be better than before you had surgery.
Yeah.
It's just a long process.
Now, at the time when you were crying, did you know that was a thing, a common thing with this recovery, or did you just think you were a big baby and something was wrong with you?
I didn't realize it was part of it.
Gotcha.
And I think too,
was.
the gloominess here added to that.
Sure.
Yeah.
It was like, so when I was able to finally sit outside and enjoy the sun in the afternoon, I started feeling, better mentally.
Good. So
I'll still have a blue day once in a while, but
yeah,
me too.
Don't we all?
And I didn't even have surgery.
So when your husband went back to work, how was it for you during the days? How did you do on your own?
Well, he came home at lunch. So
nice.
He made sure I had breakfast when he left. So I'd get up early because he leaves early. So I'd get up early so he could fix me breakfast. And mornings were tough. They were the hardest part of the day for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then he'd come home from lunch, fill my ice thing up when it was working. Make sure I had everything I needed. Then he'd go to work.
Oh, that's nice.
And then he'd come home and do dinner. And
yeah, that's good.
How did you pass the time during the day while he was gone? Was it just a lot of TV? I know people have said they have a hard time concentrating on things.
A lot of TV.
Yeah. And
then I crochet. So
and you were able to do that? You were able to crochet even early on?
After maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. That's good.
I made 3 Afghans and
nice.
Other little things. So that was
good.
Nice.
That's good. So what's your range of motion at right now? Do you know what your number is, like your bend?
My bend is 118.
Okay.
He goes, I could push you to 120. And I'm like, that's okay. We're
good. But thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Right, I could punch you in the face. We could go that route.
Yeah. It's been 3 weeks that I haven't cried at physical therapy, so I think
Yay.
we turned a corner.
That's
the corner.
There's the
when
corner.
You don't cry at physical therapy.
That must be the corner. Well, and if you're still doing the Samantha Smith bending and straightening course, I know a lot of people have said even months out, they still see progress with that.
And then my straightening is at 10.
Oh, okay.
That's the.
What was it before you started with the brace?
10, but he hasn't measured me since I started the brace.
Oh, I see. But you feel like it's better.
I think it's better.
Yeah. Good.
But it's still hard to tell because when I put my legs out, I still have a big gap underneath it. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you ever do the exercise where you sit and put like a stool or a chair or something in front of you to put your heel on and just let your leg, be stretched out like that, and then maybe put like a weight or something across your knee? I mean, I know that's the same thing the brace is doing, but
yeah. Well, I do. This I got from Samantha. Is I sit with a chair across from me, put my leg on it, and then I put my old lunch bag, the strap below,
right,
above my knee,
right,
and I put weight in it.
Oh, good.
So I'm up to 5 pounds of rice in there.
Nice. And how long do you do that for?
5 minutes. That's about all I can take.
Because it starts to hurt, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember before I could get mine straight, I remember it does hurt.
Yeah.
It hurts, but
one of the exercises I do at physical therapy that I really like, I do it at home, but without weight, but lay on your stomach, hang your legs off the edge of the bed.
Oh, I've heard of that
and one. At physical therapy, they put 5 pound weight on.
I don't like the sound of that.
No.
My knees are fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that on my good knee.
No. Okay. Well,
Well, it's funny because they started with no weight. That's fine. And then they went to 2 pounds and then 5. And I was like, wait a minute. I gotta.
What happened to 3 and 4?
So, but that actually feels good.
Really?
That weight pulling on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stretch it out. Okay.
Well,
Maybe I should try it.
Yeah.
And maybe you should try it.
No.
Okay.
I can get my leg all the way straight, so
Me
I
too.
don't need to worry about that.
What was harder for you, bending or straightening?
I'm going to say bending. And I think it's probably because in the very beginning, my physical therapist told me I had to sleep with my leg straight and I had to, never bend my leg except for, when I was exercising it. And so I worked really hard on getting that leg straight. And even the problem is, though, I think, like, even today, to this day, I'm more comfortable with my leg straight than I am with it bent.
Oh.
I mean, I can bend it and it's fine, but I'd rather have it straight.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to spend more time, like, if I'm sitting down, I try to just like pull my knees up and wrap my arms around my knees and just kind of sit there and try not to think about the fact that I'm doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting the other day. I put the recliner out, and normally my leg wants to just roll to the left because it feels better.
Uh-huh.
But I've been fighting because you're supposed to keep it straight. You're not supposed to let it roll like that.
Right.
And I put it up and it didn't roll. And I was like, oh,
Yay.
Yeah.
Those little wins.
Right? She's like, is that the corner?
There's another little
It's a lot of
corner.
corners.
Where's this corner?
Yeah, I don't know. Mine was never a corner. It was just kind of a curve. It was a snake in the road, I think, and I never really felt a corner. But
Well, sometimes what I have to do is stop and think, oh, wait, I can do this now.
yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like you're making improvement. And then it's like, oh, wait.
And I think that's really the best gauge is looking back and seeing where you're at now compared to what you were.
Yeah, because it's not a magical thing that just happens.
For sure.
Which I was looking for at first. Oh, I'm just going to wake up and it doesn't hurt.
Well, and you probably, I'm sure you had people say, oh, I felt great by 5 weeks, or, I did by 8 weeks, I was great, and so I waited for the 5 weeks, nothing.
Yeah.
And then I waited for the 8 weeks, nothing, and then finally somebody said, I really started feeling better at 5 months, and so 5 months came and I'm like, well, I don't really notice a difference from, a couple weeks ago, but I do feel like, I'm just now, I'm about 6.5 months now. And I do feel like somewhere after 5 months, things started just feeling better, I mean, like I said, I still have that tightness, but we're told we could have that for a year or more.
Yeah. Right.
So, again, long recovery.
Yeah. I did start going to the store, just like little grocery shopping stuff. That felt good, getting out and going somewhere other than physical therapy.
It's fun to feel normal.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I went grocery shopping by myself because it's just fun to feel, normal. So is there...
My husband was like...
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He was like, no, I'll do it. I'm like, no, I need to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough as a caregiver to give that independence back. Not that,
Yeah.
Because he didn't want you to hurt.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, you're very fortunate, same as me, to have a good caregiver that really...
I don't know how people do it alone.
I don't either. My hat's off to them. I feel bad for them. Is there anything that you wish you had known, knowing what you know now? Is there something you wish you had known before surgery that maybe might have changed your mind, or maybe wouldn't have changed your mind, but at least would have given you a better...
Or maybe would have helped. Yeah.
Yeah. Helped you through it better.
I wish I'd known how tough it was going to be. Because I really had no idea.
Yeah.
That it was going to be like this. And because I felt like, is there something wrong with me that it's taking this long?
Right. Same.
And
there's not.
So, yeah.
It's I think one of the hardest things for me in this whole thing was to learned to not compare my recovery to other people. And, because we cannot, because we all
Right.
heal differently. We
Yeah.
heal differently.
Well,
we recover differently.
That's been huge for me because I go to physical therapy twice a week. Well, people who have started after me have, graduated, and I'm still,
Yeah.
struggling along, but I had to stop doing that. It's like,
Yeah.
they just healed.
They're just super healers.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it. So what are you looking forward to doing, once you're healed and feel like you're normal again and can get back out there? What's something you're really looking forward to getting back to that you haven't been able to do since before surgery?
Yeah. Hiking.
Hiking.
We have a lot of great places around here to hike, and
Awesome.
I really miss that. And then we're planning a trip up to Oregon, and I'm looking forward to hiking up there. And
yeah, good.
so,
And you'll get there, and I know I'll get there. We'll be hiking again. We'll have to send each other photos of us out hiking.
Yeah.
Look, I'm hiking.
Yeah.
Do it. Yay.
And I can't wait to walk Ruby without her stroller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you use the stroller so that you have something to hang on to, or just to contain her better?
Well, where we live, we can't walk her on a leash.
Oh.
We live in a mobile home park. You have to take her out to walk. So we got the stroller.
Out of
so
the park. Oh.
Yeah. So we got a stroller, so in the evening we could walk her.
Gotcha.
She loves her stroller.
Oh, my dogs love their stroller.
They demand.
They demand their stroller. Yeah.
Got your coffee.
Yeah.
We've had our food. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not over here.
Right.
You keep saying the word
They
stroller.
keep saying stroller. We must be going. But
Jimmy's awfully quiet today.
I know, right? He's being such a good boy. It's amazing.
It's unusual.
Yeah, it's very unusual.
Usually makes an appearance.
Yeah. Well, he did do a little
He
bark
barked a
right at
little
the very
bit.
beginning. I don't even know
think
where he's at now.
Oh, he's over there.
Oh, he's
laying in
laying
the
over
hall.
there. He must be just exhausted. Well, we had rain and thunder today, and they're both very afraid of that. And I think now that it's quiet, they can sleep now and relax.
Yeah. That thunder gets to them.
Well, Debra, we really appreciate you sharing your story with us and with our audience, and being willing to share it, because I know it will help other people that are out there looking.
I appreciate you doing this, because it's good to have something out there that isn't just you're going to be fine in a couple weeks.
Yeah. And
it's okay if you struggle.
Right.
It is.
It is okay, and it's. I think it's normal, or at least common, to struggle. It's a very difficult surgery, a very difficult recovery for most people. I know for some people they just breeze right through it, but the best thing that we can do is, again, not compare ourselves to someone else's recovery. We just realize that we all heal differently. But also, I kind of had to get a little crusty outer shell, because I've put myself out there, and then through comments and stuff, I've had a lot of people that I feel like they're shaming me because, well, what are you doing taking so long? Why are you such a big crybaby or whatever? And I just had to, just get over that. And sometimes we have to do that with ourselves though, too, and just say, this is okay. It's fine. I'm going to get there. Again, it can be a 12 to 18 month recovery. And so at 4.5 months, I mean, you're just. And
I think they need to stress that, the doctors.
I would agree. And I don't feel like that was.
Not at all.
That was not, I don't even know that was mentioned in that conversation. We actually recorded when we met with the surgeon,
Oh.
we recorded it so that we could listen back and remember things that he said.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
And I've listened back to it. I have to listen again because I really don't think he said anything about recovery time. I know he did say, he said, now I know it's tempting, but it's best to just stay off social media. Don't go looking for things out there because you'll find the worst. And apparently I forgot that he had said that because, I went straight to social media and boy, I found the worst and it scared me to death. Of course, it was after surgery. So, but sure.
I think it's good because I found you after I had surgery, but for people who haven't had it yet, to ask the questions that you put out there. Because I went in.
Thank you. Yeah.
I didn't know what to ask.
Yeah. Same.
Just wanted to get fixed.
Yeah. Because the doctor, he said, what questions do you have for me? I'm like, are you going to cut my leg off?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Now, for anybody watching this who doesn't know the questions we're talking about, Cindy came up with a list of questions to get the conversation started with the surgeon. If everybody out there in YouTube land, if you want to know what those were, send us an email at hello@totalkneetalk.com and let us know you want those questions. We'll just shoot them over.
Yeah.
It's not by any stretch a complete list of questions to ask.
No.
But it'll give you and your doctor a starting point for the conversation.
Right. Yeah.
And I wish I had them. I wish I'd thought of them then, when I met with the doctor, because again, I didn't know, but I was just going off of everything I'd ever heard all my life. First 2 weeks is the hardest. Wish I'd have done it 10 years ago. Best thing I ever done.
Yeah, that's all we ever heard.
That's all I ever heard. So I just thought, well, this is going to be a walk in the park.
Surprise.
And it's
walk in the park. Is
walk
that a
in
knee
the
joke?
park. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
little pun intended there. So,
Well, thank you.
well, thank you.
Nice
We
meeting
really,
you.
it was wonderful to meet you. We really, really appreciate it, and wish you all the best in your continued recovery and continued healing. And hope you will keep in touch and let us know how you're doing.
Okay.
And we'll see you on our way to Morro Bay.
Yes, we
yes,
will. We
definitely.
will definitely. All right.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, Debra.
Thanks, Debra.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Debra. She's fun.
She was fun. She was very nice.
I thought so
She was
too.
very nice. She lives in one of our favorite areas
She does.
on the way to Morro Bay, not too far from Pismo Beach. Love that area. So, yeah, I mean, sounds like she's doing good, but that brace,
Yeah, that's
when she pulled out the brace, it made me think of like something from, back in the dark ages, where it's just, we're
Some
going to
torture
put
device.
this device on you and crank it
I
down.
was thinking like RoboCop or something. It was just, assisted jumping. But yeah, that's crazy.
But it sounds like it's working. And again, I'd never heard of that.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if that is something that works, why don't more people use it? Now, did she say that do you remember, did her doctor prescribe her that, or the physical therapist? Do you know?
Don't think I remember which one did.
I don't know too. But
it's crazy how different they are from, like, compression socks, no compression socks.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, interesting story. And I mean, it sounds like she's doing good. And again, she's only, she's 4.5 months. But yeah, it's no walk in the park for sure.
Is that knee pun again?
There it is. There it is.
So thanks, Debra, for your story, for her story. If you would like to share your total knee replacement surgery saga or victory or whatever it is, we would love to talk with you. Drop us an email, hello@totalkneetalk.com, and we will get in touch and make that happen.
Yeah, just because remember, I mean, there are people out there looking, and I have to remind myself of that sometimes, because I think, probably nobody cares. I'm like, no, people are having total knee replacement every day. It's happening every day. And I fear that there are too many people like me and like Debra that had no idea what it was all about until after. And so those are the people that are out there looking for hope and for answers and for help. And so you sharing your story could help, even if it helps one person, but it will probably help a lot more people than that, because, we enjoy the fact that we're getting people at all different stages of the recovery. because I know when I was 4 weeks, I wanted to hear from somebody that was 4 weeks, or, when I was 2 months, same. So.
And speaking of help, share these videos, because if you know anybody who's going through this or about to go through this, this may help them quite a bit.
Yeah.
So share the video. By all means, help us out. Like the video, subscribe, because that lets YouTube know you are interested in content like this, and lets us know that we're not wasting our Sunday afternoon by putting this video together. And ring the notification bell so you know when the next video comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you in the editing process, not you, can edit this out if you want. But as you were talking about, everybody's recovery is different. I was thinking about transmissions. And
well, your mind really wanders, doesn't it?
I don't know what's happening. There's some cars you can change a transmission out in a couple of hours. And others, you're going to spend a couple of days. Why shouldn't all transmissions be able to be changed in a couple of hours?
Yeah, that's deep.
Well, because not all transmissions are the same.
That's true.
Not all cars are the same.
They're not.
Not all patients are the same. Not all recoveries
people
are the same. So,
I mean, we mostly look the same. We have, 2 arms and 2 legs and,
Mm-hmm.
all those same organs and stuff like that. But it really wasn't until I went through this that it really became clear to me that each person, each body is just so different, and we heal so differently, so. And I'm just one of those healers that I like to take my time. I like to be slow and steady, and I just want to make sure that it's healing, because maybe if it heals too fast, it'll crack.
Okay.
Oh, that's pottery.
That's pottery.
That's pottery.
Yeah.
Pottery, if it dries too fast, it'll crack.
That's funny.
But, I'm just a slow and steady wins the race kind of girl.
So if you are a fast healer, good for you. We're happy for you. We still want you to share.
We want to hear about it. We want to hear about it.
Right? We've got a downpour going on.
Can they hear the rain? But they probably can't because we're wearing these.
Trust us,
it's so sorry, but it's raining. It's lovely.
So we're going to go look at it.
And rain.
If you're a fast healer, bravo. If you're a slow healer, remember,
hang in there.
Right? Cut yourself some slack. Give yourself some grace.
Remember that every recovery is different, and this is your recovery.
Let's talk knees, titanium knees. From hurting to healing, to taking the lead. Let's talk knees. So next time someone brings up knees, don't just nod, lean in with ease. There's a saga in those joints, a battle fought, a new way to move, a lesson taught. Full range in 6 months, that's the move. Let's talk knees, yeah.